think that's what's missing.
Honestly,
now.
I think there was a resurgence in the love of local football when the Lions 12 came to be.
That was a little bit.
There was a little like you see the whole like sports up pack just to watch like Bahaki Kazan score a header and win the match. It's like, and they even won the cup.
Okay,
but the thing is,
honestly, it didn't spill over to the local league.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
But that's the thing.
The local league.
Actually, we can't really say it was local because at the end of the day they were playing in the Malaysia.
Yeah.
Cup. They were playing in Malaysia.
But I think he's right in a sense where there was interest in local players.
But it was like kind of sad that like they play like 24 hours before the SG game, and it's like you can see like there's a packed Jalan Besar Stadium.
Yeah.
But the next day, Tampines against Hougang, like barely there, people.
Yeah.
But I think you got to think outside the box lah. I think the more you keep saying that like like there's no spillover effect to your local football or local league, but then you're not looking at the merits of it, which was there was interest from media, there was interest from Singaporeans. Like Jalan Besar was filled in every home game. Like I feel like you could have used that to then put it into your local league. But we didn't use that. For us, we were more keen on complaining, but our local league not there. But I feel like you could have used that success to then spill over into your local league.
Little confession, like that's how I got interested.
That's how I got started.
When I saw Lions 12 and everyone was just behind it, I would watch every game of Lions 12 and like that's why I'm thinking like why don't we bring back Lions 12? Why can't we put them in Malaysian Cup? But then you realize that the local league is still going on and nobody is going to
it will suffer.
That's why I think it's not that we don't want to be there, but they don't want us.
That's the thing.
But also because like for us, we watched the league from when it started, and then we've seen how everything got from really good to good, and then got just progressively worse. And then to see the same the numbers from the early days at the Lions 12 games, it just pains our heart because the best players are now being taken from these clubs and then put into one franchise club and then played in a foreign league. It just pains my heart lah. And it's so bad that and it's also bad that the marketing for Lions 12 was super.
It was super.
It was
everywhere.
There were ads
and everything.
And then they even had the jersey was even actually not bad.
The jersey was nice.
It was nice. And then you inspired the generation, like that inspired Ruben, that inspired Dipan. And if you can continue that into the S League at the time, I think we would have gotten like a new generation of local football fans. That would also spark a resurgence. The problem I had was when Lions 12 started. I think the FAS said that there's going to be a spillover effect that will bring fans to the league. But we didn't see anything. We didn't see any of that. So that really it pisses me off lah when people say Lions 12, we should bring back Lions 12. Sorry bro, no offense. We should bring back Lions 12.
I think it's not about like just bringing back Lions 12, but we can bring back Lions 12 because like I said, Kabir say we shouldn't bring back Lions 12 and he's very very keen on that. But the last time we saw crowds at a local football game was the Lions 12. You cannot disagree with that. Like that was the last time we saw a proper crowd in a local football game. And then our main goal is to want a local crowd at local games. And that's been the most recent success.
Instead of Lions 12 being like a permanent club, it should be like seasonal. Just play in the like AFC Champions League. While the players in Lions 12
I had a bit of a snow. Why?
Because Lions 12 says raw.
while the players in Lions 12 play for like the local leagues, it's just like seasonally the like Champions League or something. We just put the Lions 12 in, so at least there's still a big fan base. And if they like, let's say I like Haris Harun and he plays for Tampines Rovers. Let's say I watch Haris Harun play in the Lions 12, and the next week I watch him play at
because some fans do follow players as well.
So which is why I say we should have think outside the box. So once Lions 12 was over, right, and then you ban these players in like maybe 5 bands, and then you do something like a draft system. So all these clubs, you guys will get a preference of which players you can take, and then these players should just be able to go into these clubs. Then it would have worked. But what we saw was once Lions 12 ended, it was a scramble.
It was a bulk of them
going to one club. I think it was Tampines for most of them, and then that doesn't work because like then you realize that most of them are going to one club, and then it's not going to be interesting enough for me.
It's also because like
smaller teams suffer as well.
of their financial situation, especially like we all saw what happened to Warriors and
don't tell me about that.
Yeah.
Don't remind me.
It's because there's no financial system in these clubs, and that's why they can't afford the players, because as soon as they're Lions 12, their pay, like their value just goes up so much higher, and that's why they go to clubs like Tampines, and then even after that, now most of them are playing in the Thai league and the Malaysian league.
Without a Lions 12, you've never seen players like Shadan, you've never seen players like Safwan even get the Australian stint. It all happened because of Lions 12. So I cannot, with the right state of mind, say that Lions 12 was a bad idea, because if you ask the players, it was the best thing that's happened to local football in the last few years. You ask them, they will tell you that straight up. The reason that contracts went up, the reason why they were able to afford the lifestyle that they live now was because Lions 12 was created. And that was the honest truth that we have to address.